Hi, welcome to virtual art. I've missed you guys. I wanted to give you a quick update on your clay work. I know that we really only had one good class of working. I'm not sure how I'm going to save the in progress work because I can't get into school to spray it and keep it valid and not drying out over an extended amount of time. I did try to wrap it up as much as I could, but I don't think I'm that good at the clay work, so we'll deal with it. We'll figure out something. If it doesn't save, then we'll start over and we'll make something better. My bobbleheads, the students that did the bobbleheads, those are great. They're done. They'll be fine. The pictures are done. They'll be fine. I think it's really my level 6 boxes that will probably, I don't know that they'll make it, but we'll deal with it. So just so you know. I hope you guys are all finding ways to keep creating and to explore some things that you've really gotten into this year and felt like maybe you didn't have enough time, like working on the 1-point perspective drawings or the shading. But we were moving into the sculpture unit for the end of the school year. I know that you probably don't have a wood shop in your house like I do, so I wanted to show you a couple of ways that maybe you could keep thinking creatively and do some problem solving and maybe create some sculpture work with things you have around the house. So a challenging project for my elementary 2 level kids might be to create a mobile. So to create a mobile, you can find things around your house. Wire hangers are great, awesome, structurally strong sort of forms to kind of create a framework for a mobile. So if you have some wire hangers, maybe gather those up. You want to untwist them, which is really fun to do. Or if you have wire cutters, which you might, don't try to use scissors. Use the right tool for the job, please. Even these wire cutters, if they won't cut all the way through a wire hanger, you can score it and snap it. So that's really nice to be able, even if they're kind of not strong enough to go all the way through, just score it. See how I'm kind of twisting around? And then you can snap the hanger off like that. Then you have a really nice long piece of wire that you can start thinking about how to create the arms of the mobile. There is an artist named Alexander Calder who does the beautiful mobiles with kind of these arching arms and loops in them, and then these beautiful cutout shapes that balance, and they swing in the breeze, and they're really lovely. The Art Museum has one. You can certainly look him up online, Alexander Calder, and he is probably the most famous mobile artist. These can be also made as a stable, which means you have a base that you would come up from the base and then connect the mobile from. So you guys play around and figure out which one you want. I happen to have this awesome light in my dining room that I can hang from. But what I'm doing now with my wire is just trying to straighten it out. And my hands, again, are a little bit bigger and stronger, so this might take a little more work for you. But look at that, I've got a nice 3-foot piece of sculpture wire now. So I think I'm gonna start with maybe I'll cut this one in half, but before I cut it, I wanna try to make a loop in the middle so I have something to hang from. So I'm just gonna bend it and create a really, I don't know if you can see, a really simple loop. So that'll give me something to hang. See, I'm not balanced already. Hang my mobile from. So now I'm going to trim it off over here using the wire cutters again and just score it, kind of squeeze it and twist it around and then snap it. Easy peasy. Yeah, see, that's already starting to be something. You can then take, if you want, and put another wire around, loop it again if you want. Try not to whack yourself in the face like I do. And let's see what that'll do. Yay, look at that. This is going to be fun. Then you have to figure out if you want to build your mobile with objects that you find or objects you make. I just have some interesting, weird things that I pulled from around my house, like this strange ball that some of you may have drawn before, a cool shaped cork, this bundle of wire. And then I thought, since we're kind of scrambling for materials sometimes at home, bread ties. If you're anything like my husband and I am, we have a Ziploc in the kitchen that's full of bread ties. So these might be nice connectors. Well, maybe not visually nice, but hey, they function really well. That you could then attach to your mobile and try to start playing around with the balance. So obviously, because we have Miss Patel as our science teacher, we know that when we weight it on that side, then it's going to sag down like that. So play around with it, see what you can come up with. It's something kind of fun to do if you have a lot of wire and a lot of room and time. You can do a really large one. You can create shapes or images on paper and cut them out, or try to think of dimensional things though for a sculpture piece, although Alexander Calder did use very flat kind of organic shapes and he would cut them out of steel, which I don't expect you to do, and color them with really bright primary colors. He used lots of reds, blues, and yellows and just kind of balanced these pieces so they kind of danced and moved with just the movement of air in the room, and they're really beautiful. But since I'm an object person, I thought maybe an object mobile would be kind of fun. You could build Lego pieces and hang off of them and create arms off of each one of the mobile arms and see what you can come up with. If you are successful and have one that you want to share with me, I'd love to see it. Either send me a little video clip, your parents have my email, or you can send it to pfields@theratnerschool.org, and I'd love to see your work. I miss you guys. I hope that you are finding ways to be creative and working on drawings and portraits and perspective drawings, which you know takes practice, and the more you practice, the better you're going to get, the more you see it. Keep looking for things. Oh, maybe do a natural mobile. That'll get you outside. Like gather up some pine cones and some nice rocks. Ooh, rocks would be really cool on a mobile. Okay. Hope you have some creative time set aside in your days and that you're really being purposeful with your work.